Have you ever wondered what social anxiety is? Or if you have it? Stay tuned and we will talk all about what this disorder is. All right, friends, today we are talking about social anxiety, what it is, what the criteria is according to the DSM, and what to do about it. So here we go. So I have my handy dandy DSM book out so I can tell you guys specifically and exactly what it looks like for social anxiety. Sorry, I'm just gonna get a little situated here. Okay, so social anxiety is where people are worried in social situations, and it is actually about what other people think of them. Who knew that? I think most people think social anxiety is just scared to go out in public, but it actually specifically says in the DSM that fear or anxiety about one or more social situations in which the individual is exposed to possible scrutiny by others. So this is more about the feeling of what others think of you than just walking out in public, right? So it kind of makes sense. So the next portion of it is that the individual fears that he or she will act in a way or show anxiety symptoms that will be negatively evaluated. So seriously, this is all about the perception from others. Social situations must almost always provoke fear or anxiety. So this can't be one of those things where somebody's like, oh my gosh, I was nominated for this award and I am so anxious to go there. I'm so fearful to go there. But where other situations they're like, oh yeah, I can go. I'm totally cool with that. I can go to the bar. I can go to this party. I can go to this. That would be situational. That's dude, you're just nervous you got an award and that's cool. You get to be nervous for that. Lots of people would be. This is that whenever, majority of the time when people are going into social situations, they're feeling anxious, fearful, that type of thing. Social situations are avoided or endured with intense fear or anxiety. So people avoiding social situations, or people that are going but they are so anxious they're ready to burst for going. The fear or anxiety is out of proportion to the actual threat posed by the situation. So that's going back to that award ceremony. Most people getting a big award would be nervous to go to that event. That's really not out of proportion to the situation that's happening. What would be out of proportion is hey dude, we're just going to a birthday party, or hey, we're just going to the bar, or we're just going to a musical, or something like that, where it's it really shouldn't be causing as much intense fear and anxiety in that person. So it's out of proportion, really, exactly what the DSM says. The fear, anxiety, or avoidance is persistent for 6 months or more. So you must have this for 6 months. This can't just be a thing oh my gosh, this last week it's been really hard for me to go out in public. No, not like that. It needs to be present for 6 months or more to meet criteria. And it's not better explained by another disorder or by drugs or alcohol. So that is what social anxiety is. Best treatments for social anxiety, honestly, are achieved through therapy. So their medication for anxiety can help with this. So see a psychiatrist if you're looking at a medication route for this anxiety. Also, therapy can be super helpful and beneficial for this, to talk about what those thoughts are about getting into this social situation and what that means to you, and then talking about how to work through them, and then exposure to social situations. So that in itself can be extremely helpful. So seriously guys, I've talked about this before, but to find a therapist, literally just Google for your area, counselors in blah blah blah. I'm in North Dakota. Counselors in Fargo, North Dakota, counselors in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, whatever that looks like, to help find a counselor. I always recommend look at their website, because the number one predictor of if therapy is going to go well or not is the relationship between the therapist and the client, and if they think each other are cool, like the therapist thinks you're cool and you think the therapist is cool, that relationship is the number one predictor of a success in a therapeutic relationship. So that's that, friends. Social anxiety. Please let me know if you have any questions. Comment below if you have any questions or ideas of other videos, please. and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.